Pakistan is pursuing closer trade relations with member states of the Gulf Cooperation Council as part of broad efforts to bolster a fragile economy. But there are concerns, as Hira Mustafa reports.
This is basmati rice being readied in Gujranwala for eventual export. For the past 4 decades, Waqar Rice Mills has been milling, processing and supplying Pakistani rice to countries in the Gulf. The exporter would like to ramp up exports to the region, but access has been limited.
If you look at the UAE visas, they are not been issuing visas. Now Qatar has done the same. Now Saudi Arabia has been doing the same. Unfortunately, our foreign policy does not support for any exporter to go abroad and meet the importer face to face.
High interest rates and lack of loans are also weighing on Gulf export ambitions.
We could achieve it simply if government first of all provides very cheap loans, and also if they could reduce the policy rate back to 3 to 4% where it was back in 2013 to 2018.
The price of rice is another challenge for Pakistan's rice exporters. Exporters in the rice industry argue that while Pakistan produces top-quality aromatic rice, its inability to provide competitive pricing in the Gulf region is costing billions of dollars. They warn that under these circumstances, breaking into Gulf markets will become tougher, especially with strong competition from India. It's not just rice. Pakistan wants to boost its exports to the region across sectors in agriculture, IT, textiles and energy. But these are markets in which India already has a large share and a growing influence.
We need to study that, what are the prices and what are the features of the products which, let's say, coming from India and going into the GCC countries, right? So essentially all customers are looking for better, cheaper and efficient products and commodities. And if we can ensure that from a private sector point of view, certainly we can increase the trade volume.
An advantage for Pakistan is the Gwadar port in the southwest, part of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. This port bypasses the Strait of Hormuz, which has seen major shipping disruptions due to Houthi attacks in the waterway. Gwadar offers an alternative route for Gulf trade to Central Asia, a strategic advantage over India, which lacks similar access.
Countries will face pressure if things become a little more difficult. And particularly Gaza has changed the Middle East dynamics altogether. So the only option that left for these Gulf states also is to go via the Gwadar port, which sort of completely bypasses the Strait of Hormuz.
Much is at stake for Pakistan, where Gulf states have become central to Pakistan's trade ambitions, as it tries to stabilize its fragile economy, heavily reliant on IMF loans. Trade with Gulf nations was more than $19 billion last year, nearly double what it was a decade ago. But the balance remains skewed in favor of imports, and the road to getting more goods there still paved with uncertainty. Hira Mustafa, CNA, Islamabad.